Hi guys, I'm going to show you guys a quick dinner that I'm going to make. It's completely vegan and I just wanted to show you guys. So here I have a head of cabbage in my Vitamix, and I heard that I can put the whole thing in there and then turn it on and it'll chop it up. It didn't work so well the first time, so I kind of broke it into a couple pieces and I'm going to try again. So here I go, let's hope it works. Oh wait, it's on. So I think that was too much, because I really chopped it up. But let me put it in the strainer real quick and see what I got. One moment. Yeah, so it didn't really come out how I wanted it to. I think I turned it on way too long, but it's okay. I can still work with this. I just chopped up some cabbage, so I'm going to go ahead and get this pan heated. I have some coconut oil in here. I don't know if you've ever used coconut oil, but it's kind of like margarine. But anyway, here's the cabbage that I chopped up. I'm just gonna wait for this to melt real quick. It's actually kind of like butter. But I have here some millet, and I have some Polish spices that I like, and then some Hispanic spices that I bought at Whole Foods. And then here I have some black lentils, which I've never had before. I usually do eat lentils, but I've never had the black ones. And the same seasoning is in here. So now that this has pretty much melted, I'm going to go ahead and add my cabbage. There's a lot of water in here, so I've got to be careful. Wow, that's a lot. I'm going to take this away. And let me get this a little sautéed. This is a lot more than I expected. I'm also going to add some onions that I had previously chopped up. I should have actually sautéed the onions first, but kind of forgot. Let me just get this mixed up real quick. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and let that saute a bit, and then I'm going to get this started. So I'm going to turn this one on, and I put 2 cups of millet in there, so I'm going to put about 4 cups of water. Should have measured it out, but here's 1. 2. 3. And 4. And I'm just going to give this a quick stir to get all the stuff incorporated in there. And then I'm pretty much just going to let that come to a boil, and then turn it all the way down and let it simmer until all the water has evaporated. And then over here on the lentils, I'm just going to put about 3 or 4 cups of water. So let me get this going over here. It's kind of a small little pot. Probably should have used a bigger one. Oops. So let me get that going. Alright, so I think I'm only going to get about 2.5 cups in the lentils. I'm not really trying to make a soup, but that looks right. So let me just go ahead and mix this up. I'm sorry you can't really see the lentils too well. But I'm going to cover this up, the same thing, just bring it to a boil, and then once it's boiling, just bring it down. And let me go ahead and stir this guy around. But let me just let this keep simmering, or sauteing for a bit. And in this bowl over here, I have all of the tomato, and I'm going to use some serrano chili pepper and then some chopped up garlic. I don't think all the tomatoes are going to fit in there, but I'm going to try my best. Kind of looks like the Mexican flag. But this I've started smelling the onion, which is good. So let me go ahead and start seasoning this up real quick. So I'm going to use have some Himalayan salt here. That's probably good. And I'm just going to use salt and pepper. Nothing fancy for this one. Okay, that's probably good. Oh, and I also have some spinach that I'm going to throw in here. I had some extra spinach that I didn't get to eat. So the cabbage has started to, shrink pretty well, and the juice has pretty much gone away. So I don't know if you can see over here that my millet has started to boil, and that means that it is time to turn the fire down. So I'm going to cover this back up and then turn it all the way down. And it'll pretty much be ready in about another 20 minutes. But here, let me go ahead and add at least the garlic. I think it's all going to fit in there. I was going to say at least the garlic and most of the tomato. I don't like to add the garlic at first because I tend to burn it often. So if you guys know a good time to add garlic, just, maybe you can leave a comment. This smells really good. So, let's let this simmer a little bit. I already tasted the cabbage and the onions and it tasted really good. So now that that's mixed in really well, I'm going to let that saute some more and the tomato should start releasing some of its juice. Alrighty. Give it another stir. Alright, so I added a little bit more salt and pepper to this. And the tomatoes are now releasing their juice. And I think it's pretty much ready. I'm just gonna mix it all up again. And I'm gonna add the spinach on top. And that's it. I'm just going to put the lid on and let the, I think I grabbed the wrong lid, but anyway, I'm just going to let the spinach wilt. I'm going to turn the heat down on this, and I'll be back once everything else is ready. Oh, I think my lentils are boiling, which is good. I think this pot was too small, but I don't have that many. No, actually it's not. It's perfect size. So lentils cook up really fast. Let me just mix this around. Let me taste it real quick to make sure there's enough salt. Oh yeah. That's really good. And now I'm just going to turn this on low heat. This burner for some reason goes really low, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit more. But as you can tell, or maybe you can't tell, but the spinach is starting to wilt. And when you guys see the next clip, I'm going to be eating this food. So I'll see you back in a little bit. Alright guys, my food is done. So I made a little salad with just some leftover, I think this was romaine lettuce. And I have some tomatoes, and I just put some olive oil and some vinegar in there. And then this is my cabbage with tomatoes, onion, garlic, serrano chili pepper, and then some spinach. And then this is my millet. Millet, in case you guys don't know, is kind of like bird food, but you can cook it like a grain, like a rice, and it's really good because it's a little crunchy. And then here is my lentil soup. The lentils, actually everything came out really, really good. So I have what they call it in Japan, a cat's mouth, nekojita. So I cannot eat any of this when it's too hot. So I'm going to start off with the salad, but I can take a bite out of the millet real quick. It's actually really good. And this has already cooled down a bit since it was done first. So let me go ahead and take a bite out of this guy. Really good. I can taste the garlic and the chili pepper gives it, you know, a nice kick. And actually the cabbage isn't that bad, being, you know, so chopped up. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I made you guys hungry, and I hope you guys try to make some vegan cooking. So yeah, thank you. Bye.